Assalamu alaikum and good evening, everyone, and welcome back to the MSA Podcast. My name is Salha and I'm going to be your host for this evening. Today we're recording the third episode of this podcast. It truly is great to be back, and I hope you all are thoroughly enjoying this series. So this episode is going to be a unique one. That's because we don't have a storyline today. Today's episode is more of a free speech zone, so to speak, sort of like a platform where we're going to share thought-provoking ideas and stories. So right now we're somewhere around the end of May. I think it's May 27th today. And a lot of people have one common question on their minds, and that is, how do we spend our summer? What do we do? So it's summer 2021. COVID is still very real despite all of our efforts and our high hopes from last year. Flights are still pretty much closed, I think. Almost to most of the good places, honestly. And an average person, I don't know about you guys, but at least myself, I would think, man, there really is not much to do. What do I do? How do I make this summer productive? Because surely there must be some way to do something. I can't really do research. I can't really go outside of the country. There's not much to do. So that's really what today's episode is about. We have some really interesting things lined up. And what we want you to take away from this episode as listeners is how to utilize your summer better to really, benefit your future, maybe improve your physical and mental health, just any way you can during this pandemic and during this difficult time. Our special guest today is Hajar Alreefi. Hajar is a 6th-year medical intern. She just matched into an amazing neurology program at King Faisal Specialist Hospital. So, mashallah and Allahumma barik. And congratulations. It's an incredible accomplishment. Just one of Hajar's other accomplishments is that Hajar's also a yoga instructor at a place called Etha Institute. Did I pronounce it right?
Yeah, it's Etha.
Etha Institute.
Perfect.
Etha Studio.
Yeah.
Right, Etha Studio. And among many other things. So, Hajar, first of all, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. So, congratulations for
Thank you
matching
so
to your
much.
residency.
It means a lot.
Honestly, neurology is like such a dream of mine. So, I'm like in awe.
Really?
It is honestly a dream. Like, it's ever since I was in first year. So, I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you so much.
So, now that I've introduced you briefly, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Okay, so as you said, I'm a medical intern. I'm a rising R1 at KFSH doing neurology. I'm also a part-time yoga instructor. So far, I give yoga therapy and yoga 200-hour classes. And I've basically trained around 300 clients.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's
oh my
amazing.
God.
Yoga helps me fulfill my desire of community. It helps me connect with others and also connect with myself. So basically, it revives my inner zen. And as you know, as healthcare practitioners, we really need that.
We undergo a lot of stress,
Yeah.
for sure. 100%. So you just mentioned that you give classes to 300 people?
Yeah. I've reached the number of 300 maybe a month ago.
Wow.
300 clients.
Okay, so this is what you're doing right now at this point in your life. Let's reverse a little bit.
Okay.
So before you started this, you were just another student at Al Faisal.
Mm-hmm.
Before that, I know that you spent a year studying in a completely different country. So tell me about that.
Okay, so right after I graduated from high school, my mind was 100% set on medicine, and it felt weird. I felt like I wanted to explore my options. So thankfully, my parents were very supportive, and I wanted to go for a gap year. So I joined a scholarship program, and basically what they do is they send you to different places in the US for you to prepare for your SATs, for your TOEFL, and also expose yourself to different majors.
Okay. So it's sort of like an exploring program.
Yeah, like a prep year program, but abroad and without a specific major.
It's actually really cool. So it really helps for students who, like you, who wanted to sort of explore and just test what they could be good at. Okay, amazing.
Yeah. So I went to UPenn, University of Pennsylvania in Philadelphia. I took my prep year there, or you can call it a gap year. We started our preparatory classes and everything, and I was exploring my options, but I still had medicine in the back of my mind. I was too obsessed with medicine. It was crazy. But yeah, I found another major, which I also really liked, but honestly, it wasn't as fascinating as medicine
And
was
what
to
was
me.
that?
It was bioengineering.
Bioengineering. I've heard a lot of people who want to do medicine but are not really, or they don't really want to do it, but they like the idea of it, go into biomedical
Exactly.
or something bioinformatics and stuff like that.
Exactly. And because I really liked math and physics in school, so I was like,
God,
yeah,
you're just like me.
But at the same time, I did not want to miss out on the clinical aspect of medicine.
And that's something you wouldn't get in bio.
Exactly, because it's basically, you can either go into academia or research or work at a company, but you will never have that connection you have with patients as a healthcare practitioner.
So you would sort of be like behind the scenes, not really at the hospital working with. Okay, I got it. Okay.
So typically you'd be the person who, let's say, designs ECG machines or works on EEG machines and
Still
so on.
very cool though, I must admit.
It actually is, yeah. It really is.
All right, so what was the final deal breaker for you that is not what you wanted to study and that you wanted to come here?
Okay, so I actually ended up applying to UC San Diego, so University of California, San Diego, and I got accepted. I started there. I started my courses. I was doing bioinformatics, and we had this poster in one of our classes. I don't know who put the poster there, but I felt like Allah just put that poster for me to remind me of my true passion. So this poster said, "You're either a doctor or you're not." And it had a picture of a guy in scrubs looking at you, like staring into your soul. And every single time I went into that classroom, I used to look at that poster and think to myself, is this what I really want?
What kind of, I must say, as a bioinformatics student, if I saw that poster, I would be like, you know what? Let's just switch.
I swear, I don't even know who put it there. So, but I felt like really, when Allah just has a plan for you.
I understand 100%, and I relate to you on a sort of different level because I was at Al Faisal studying architectural engineering for a whole year before I joined medicine, and I would have so many friends who would tell me about stuff that they would learn in medicine, and they would be wearing lab coats and they'd be wearing scrubs, and their life was just so appealing to me and it's so cool, and I would just be so jealous of them. So I, like, you looking at that poster versus me looking at my friends in medicine, we're the same. It's completely the same.
Yes, and honestly, I wasn't really into bioengineering. I was just into the idea of living abroad, living in San Diego, in a campus, right next to the beach,
Oh my God, you're right next to the beach.
San Diego is heavenly. It's one of the prettiest cities you will ever see.
Oh my God.
Have you ever been?
No, I've never been. Never had the pleasure. Someday, inshallah.
So so I came to the conclusion that I need to follow my passion. And when I came here, I joined Al Faisal. I wasn't planning on doing that, but I'm so thankful that I came here because I found my people. I found all the opportunities that helped me and pushed me to become a better person and a better physician.
Alhamdulillah.
Yeah, alhamdulillah.
Allah sort of guides you in a certain way.
Exactly.
Things just work out.
You never see it coming.
Exactly. It just happens and you're like, why this? Why me?
Why me?
And then it just works out. So I'm really happy for you, honestly.
Thank you.
So, just before we, proceed, what did your parents think of like this whole going to San Diego, being there for about a year, I think.
Yeah.
And then coming back. So like, what was their opinion this whole time?
Alhamdulillah, my parents are very supportive.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
okay.
They would always encourage me to just follow my passion, do what I want, explore, and make the decision I make independently. So they didn't even try to influence.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I'm really glad. Alhamdulillah, okay. So you joined Al Faisal, you did first year. I know you were part of the MSA in first year as well.
Actually, second year.
Second year.
Mm-hmm.
And what was your role in this?
I was DGS in second year, and I'm so glad I went for it because it helped me network with the people from the older batches, also the younger batches. I'm a very antisocial and introverted person.
You don't seem like it.
I know. But at one point I was extreme, and I felt like joining the MSA gave me that opportunity to meet others, to expose, my personality, get to know other people, and just build connections.
You were co-head, right?
I was co-head of MSA events in my third year.
Oh, okay. All right. So that also gives you a lot of like authority to do things. So you'd get the experience of sort of being in a leadership position and I feel like that exposes you to so much because not only are you meeting a lot of people, but you're also learning how to give instructions. And I feel like that is something that I'm also an introvert myself, by the way. And I feel like that's something that we struggle with so much. It's hard to actually be in a leadership position because you don't know how to give people instructions. So I'm sure
but
that
you
must
learn.
Yeah, you do. I mean,
you push yourself.
You don't really have a choice.
Basically.
So you were co-head of MSA events and you got all this experience, but that was during the year, right? So what did you do during your summer breaks? How would you spend your summer?
Okay, so in my summer breaks, I tried really hard to find a research opportunity abroad, and the Spirit program really helped with that, alhamdulillah. So in my first summer, so that's summer from year 1 to year 2, I went to do a research internship at Case Western University.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was very beneficial because there they taught me all the basic lab.
Was it like a basic sciences?
Basically.
Or basic labs? I think it's called a basic lab skills one.
The Western blot and so on, how to deal with the PCR. It was very helpful. It gave me a good basis, a good structure. And the summer after that, I did my spirituality and mental health program at Duke University.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was actually very interesting. I think they stopped it now.
I wouldn't know.
Do you have any idea?
No, I have no idea.
Okay.
But it sounds like such a unique program. I don't think I've heard of that before. So what kind of program is that?
So I was interested in psychology back then. And basically, they just teach you the relationship between spirituality, religiosity, and mental health. So basically, psychology. And it was under the supervision of Professor Harold Koenig. He's also an assistant professor at King Abdulaziz University in Jeddah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
He's amazing.
I've heard King Abdulaziz University is really nice.
Yeah. It was beautiful. And the internship program itself was very insightful.
At this point, I just want to ask, so this program that you took, did this maybe in some way sort of ignite this passion in you for yoga later on?
No.
Oh, so it wasn't related?
Yeah, because I understand yoga has this spiritual aspect. And it's actually, it helps you become more connected. But that program specifically it taught me more about different religions and how mental health plays a role in that.
All right. So very different from yoga.
Very different.
Okay, understood. All right. So you went on Spirit for how many years?
3 years.
3 years in a row. Honestly, that is an accomplishment. So every year a different place, different experience, mashallah. Did you eventually reach a point where you were able to do clinical experience instead of basic lab?
Yeah, and that was in my summer from 3rd year to 4th year. I went to Mayo Clinic.
Amazing. Mayo Clinic is the
amazing.
best place.
It's breathtaking. That place is just wow.
I've heard so much about it. It's honestly like a dream place.
It actually is. So I went to the hospital at Rochester, in Minnesota. And we worked on basically the study in nephrology. It was amazing. It was part clinical, part basic lab.
Nice.
Yeah. And my PIs were very helpful. They took me to see the different patients, and we also dealt with their
Oh, you met patients.
We met patients,
That's actually
but we
so
couldn't.
Cool.
Yeah, and you
couldn't really do
shadowing,
much. Right. Okay.
Because with I think it was a J1 visa. Yeah, you had to like sign something to not deal with any patients, just shadow. Yeah.
Plus, you were only in 3rd year at the time, so you hadn't you just finished 3rd year, and at that point you hadn't really been to the hospital as much, right? Right. Okay. So Spirit for 3 years. What about the year between 4th and 5th? The summer between 4th and 5th?
Okay, so I'm very thankful that I chose to just chill in that summer. I studied for my step 1, but at the same time, I wanted to just focus on relaxing because I knew that the upcoming summer would be dedicated to either my steps, my SMLE, whatever exam I had in mind back then. And look at what happened. Yeah, COVID happened, and I'm so glad I actually did chill that summer because it gave me some
It
relaxation
must have
time.
also given you this energy boost,
Basically, yeah.
which you ended up needing a lot.
Yeah, and also a motivation boost to actually do something when COVID happened.
Okay, so what did you do when COVID happened? I'm sure you must have had like all these plans, given that you did Spirit for 3 years, mashallah, and that you were planning to study and everything. So I'm not sure when you were planning to give your USMLE, but COVID must have changed a lot for you. So
It really did.
what happened?
To many of us.
How did it change your life?
So the lockdown started when right about maybe like a day or two before our graduation. So you can imagine how sad that was for us.
No way. You're part of
Yeah.
8th batch.
Yeah.
And they didn't have you're graduating in a few days. Like
Yeah.
in like a few days.
But we're just graduating alone as a batch.
Oh,
no one's
okay.
allowed. Did you hear of the news?
I heard parents weren't coming. But that's so cool.
But
Congratulations.
At least the oath is happening.
Yeah. Oh my God. That's
Something.
actually so special.
Yeah.
I'm really glad that you get a graduation at least. So okay, that was a big major thing. What else?
Yeah, so in that summer, of course, we all had to prepare for our steps in whatever exams we had. And also because it was a very stressful time, I decided to pursue my yoga training, my 200-hour certification.
Okay.
And that's when I decided to finally do it because I've been postponing it for a while, thinking that I don't have time, I need to prioritize other stuff, I need to focus on whatever exams I have. So this was the time to actually just do it, just go for it.
But what I gather is this was something that you'd been thinking about for a long time.
Yeah.
So how did you start thinking about it?
Okay, so I've done ballet for almost 15 years.
Oh my God.
Yeah, since a very early age, like almost 9.
Okay.
And the moment I had to stop for health reasons, I wanted to look for an alternative, something that would relax me, also keep me fit, physically active. And that's when I started getting more into the different yoga trainings, the different yoga practices.
Okay.
And sadly, I never found the time to go for the certification, the 200-hour certification. And I felt like this lockdown was the perfect opportunity to just go for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sure lockdown also caused a lot of like a different sort of stress because it's not like anyone's ever been in a pandemic before.
Exactly.
And especially in your position, because you were at the very end of your med school
At
and
the
you were
edge.
just about to give your exams, and then this pandemic is just here on your head. So I'm sure it must have been a really stressful time. And you finally decided to pursue this certification. It's a 200-hour certification.
Yeah.
So what does that mean exactly?
So you spend 200 hours doing either the practical or theoretical part of this course. So there are 2 parts. Yeah, basically training and classes.
Okay, and 200 hours is a lot of time.
It actually is, yeah.
How many days does that take?
It took us like 4 months
Oh
because
my God.
we had to do the theoretical part online and then continue with the practice whenever the lockdown was over.
So the practice has to be in person. There's no choice.
It has to
do it in person.
It has to be, yeah.
So I'm sure it must have been really hard because lockdown. We had a curfew even at the time, didn't we?
I think the yoga course happened when the lockdown was 24/7.
Oh wow!
Or just for a few hours. I can't remember.
I think what I remember is that we were not allowed to leave the house after 8 p.m. until 6 a.m. the next day. That's what I remember.
Yeah, that was in the beginning, right?
Yeah.
In March, maybe.
And then it was Eid. After Eid, I think that's when they sort of eased up on things.
Okay, did it ever reach 24 hours? Because my parents would never let us leave the house. So to us, it was always 24 hours.
I think it depends on where you lived. I think there were certain places in Saudi where the curfew was like, you cannot leave your house.
Yeah.
End of story.
That was so sad. Ugh.
So it must have been really hard for you.
How was it for you? How was the lockdown for you?
Honestly, it was a bummer because the day everything shut down was my birthday.
No way.
It was my birthday. Everything just shut down like the day university
ended. Happy birthday.
Well, thank you.
3 months late.
Oh my God. It was like, it was March 8th when they announced that, that's it. No more uni from tomorrow. Everything's going to be closed. No more restaurants, no more gyms, no more
Oh my
massages.
God.
That that was the
It was so
day
sad.
the whole world was like, you know what? We're just going to shut down for a bit. So, yeah. And then honestly, summer plans went down the drain.
Yeah.
Everything's just sort of,
Mm.
and yeah, I didn't really know what to do with my summer, honestly. Like, if you were to ask me, did you utilize your summer last year? I would say no, because I didn't do anything new. I wasn't like creative enough to actually go out of, step out of my comfort zone and look for things to do. And I felt like everything else was just a closed door. So,
But that's very normal, by the way. Yeah, and don't feel bad for it because I mean we were in the middle of a pandemic
yeah, maybe.
and the lockdown and everything. You can imagine how psychologically draining that was for
Yeah.
all of us.
It felt like we were just at home for such a long time.
Yeah.
That in itself had a different sort of impact. Like, I was just overwhelmed by being at home.
Mm.
I was like, I've not stepped out of my house for so long. So I think that in itself was a major factor that sort of impacted my mental health at the time. And I just felt like I was just fatigued for no reason. I would just be really tired.
Yeah.
Really stressed out about the upcoming year. And I'd be like, oh my God, I'm going to third year.
Yeah.
So yeah.
How was third year with you?
Third year was interesting. I spent maybe a total of only 2 weeks actually attending classes on campus. The whole year was online.
Lucky you, honestly.
They basically told us that we get to attend class every 7 weeks for 1 week each. A group of us will attend class. So I attended class only 2 weeks in the first semester, and second semester they were like, okay, no one's gonna attend. So I didn't attend a single class on campus. But yeah, that was that.
Yeah, third year is one of the challenging ones.
It was pretty hard. Honestly, I'm glad it was online because I think if it was on campus, I would have died. I would not have passed. All right, so 200-hour yoga certification.
Yeah.
When you're done with that, what's the next thing that you do?
You have to teach 50 classes to get the actual certification. And back then, because of the lockdown, we had to teach either our friends, our family members, or give classes online.
Oh, you can give classes online.
Yeah.
What did you choose to do?
A mix of all of these options, basically.
So did you make all of your friends come to your classes?
I forced them all to join me.
Cool.
Do yoga together.
Oh my God, it must have been cool. About your family?
Yeah, my family, alhamdulillah, they were very supportive as well.
Cool.
They're all into yoga now.
Oh my God, you basically brought everyone into it. Cool.
Yeah.
Eventually you're going to bring me into it as well.
Yeah, you should join one of my classes.
Sometime, inshallah, I will drop
Inshallah.
by. So, can just anyone become a yoga instructor?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to, go for it. Yeah, it's very relaxing. It keeps you sane. It keeps you zen. Yani, I highly encourage anyone to go for it if they're actually passionate about yoga, about staying physically active.
I have to ask, how do you think yoga has changed you or changed your life since you started it about a year ago, or since you got your certification and everything?
Okay, so it gives me a constant reminder that I should just enjoy the present moment. I should just stay relaxed, because in medicine, you go through these
ups and downs,
that really just shake things up for you. I'm pretty sure a lot of us have gone through some, let's say, psychological troubles, maybe some panic attacks, depressive episodes, and so on. And yoga helped remind me to just stay relaxed, just focus on my breath, focus on the goal, and just go for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So does it help you sort of stay centered as well?
Yeah.
Down to earth and grounded, basically.
Basically.
That sounds really cool. And when I think about it, it's something that I feel like especially med students, when you take everything else into perspective, it is something that we really need to do. I feel like it also benefits us a lot, because a lot of the time when we interact with people, if there's a lot on your mind, you're not able to perform as well I think.
You're just burnt out all the time.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So has yoga helped you deal with that? Deal with burnout and things?
Definitely. It did.
Oh my God.
And staying active just helps you, it helps me personally become happier in a way, more focused
More
in my
serotonin.
studies.
Hasn't it been proven that working out more and being more physically active actually does
Actually,
improve your
yoga.
mood?
There are a lot of studies on yoga and
Really?
how it affects your mood
Oh my God.
and how it helps with depression.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Tell me about that.
there's this study that measured GABA levels in yoga trainees, and it found that the GABA levels were more balanced after, I believe, 25 classes of yoga, around 4 weeks of yoga.
Okay.
And they did an hour a day, 5 days a week, probably.
Mm-hmm.
And it actually really helped balance out the GABA levels in their bodies.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay. Increased or stabilized GABA levels. What does that mean exactly? Better mood?
Yeah.
Fewer mood swings? Better emotional stability?
It helps with anxiety, helps with depression.
Amazing.
And there are a lot of similar studies.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
So it's quite literally scientifically proven that
Basically.
yoga helps a lot.
Basically. And it's nice to have a lot of doctors and researchers in the field of yoga, because now we're starting to actually work on our own research. So a group of colleagues and I are working on studying the effects of yoga on IBS.
Oh my God, that is so cool. Wait, I need to ask about this. So how's it going for you so far?
Okay, so this is basically how it works. There are certain poses in yoga that either activate your sympathetic nervous system or your parasympathetic nervous system.
Okay.
And through these different poses, you can basically either activate your body, stay more alert, or try to relax your body, get rid of any anxiety, any, let's say, mood swings, any it also helps with panic attacks through these certain poses.
So it really calms your anxiety and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I've heard a lot of people have IBS, which worsens when they are really anxious.
Mm-hmm.
So stuff like this could really help them. And I also know that medication does not always help IBS.
Yeah.
I have a lot of friends.
It's not even the first line.
Is it not the first line?
No.
What's the first line?
It's basically to
change your diet and
change
lifestyle.
your diet and lifestyle. Yeah, focus on lifestyle.
Wow, okay.
And this is where
yoga comes in.
Yeah.
That is so cool. So I hope you're able to publish it and everything. I would really look into that. And I know a lot of people would also be really interested. Okay. So yoga, we've talked about that. What else is something that you would really encourage people to do to better use their summer, especially given that this summer is exactly like last summer? Can't go anywhere, we can't really do anything. What would you suggest?
So it depends on your level, to be very honest with you. I feel like at certain, let's say, year 3 onwards, we should start focusing on our steps, start preparing for them. But before that, I feel like exploration would be my first priority. Just try out different things, do these different research internships, do different electives if that's what you like. Just explore your options.
Okay.
Yeah.
Find something you're interested in, really.
Basically, yes.
So something like Spirit or anything else, because there's lots of other research programs available as well. Okay, so we really encourage that. And that is for summer between first and second and third. Third and fourth, the summer between third and fourth, you would encourage studying for steps.
Yeah.
Or any other licensing exam.
Basically. And you can do that while you're, let's say, doing a research internship. That also works. But always try to find a week or 2 or whatever you have in mind to just relax. Because sometimes we overwhelm ourselves with all these research opportunities and whatnot, the clinical electives, and we forget about just relaxing, being happy, doing something we actually like. I mean, I'm sure we all like research, but at the same time, we just need to relax, because once you start your residency, khalas, it's over for you. You only have like 30 days per year to do something.
Wait, are you serious?
Yeah, sadly, my brother gave me the sad news a few days ago, and I'm like, oh, reality check. So
yikes. Oh my God. Okay. So you would really recommend relaxing. Now I'm
I
suddenly
do.
scared. I'm like, oh my God, I'm going into fourth year. I really need to find outlet as soon as possible.
And now with the changes of you heard about the changes from the Ministry of Education?
Which changes are you talking about?
It's basically going to turn into a trimester, right?
Bismillah. What? No, I don't know about that.
That's what I heard, that it's going to be
I've heard about this. Wait,
trimester
actually, no, I
system.
have heard about this, but I don't know if it applies to universities
I have
or
no
if it only
idea.
applies to school.
Would you like it if they implemented the system?
Do we get a summer break?
Yeah, but I guess it's less than what you have now. So it's not around 3 or 4 months. It's going to be around 2 months.
I don't
maybe?
think I mind it too much. I'm not sure how it would affect me, honestly. I think it would be better maybe, because I think it would mean that you have, like, your blocks would be shorter and your exams would be sooner and sooner, which is better. So I feel like longer blocks tend to exhaust you, and longer
Really?
semesters tend to exhaust you as well, don't you think? So I would really think that if it was a trimester, and it would be like what, maybe 7-8 weeks?
Yeah, around 8 weeks.
Yeah, I think that would maybe be better. Maybe. It's worth trying, I would say. Like, we could just try it for a year. If it doesn't work out, we can always just switch back. But yeah, I think that would be cool. So, what are you expecting out of residency? What are your expectations going into it?
It's stressful, to be honest, just thinking of it, because khalas, it's real life and you're going to have to be responsible 100%.
Wouldn't you say you're already responsible 100%?
No, as an intern?
Are you not?
No.
So then what are you like?
You're just practicing now. There's always supervision.
Oh, okay.
You're not left alone, you know?
In residency, you're left alone. That's what I'm learning now. Okay.
Yeah, and it's an actual job. So it's going to be very different. At the same time, it's very exciting to actually do what you want to do and be out there, be an adult. Be responsible, be independent.
I think that's very cool.
Get paid.
So, neurology residency, mashallah. Why neurology?
That question.
It's a bit of a tough one.
Yeah. My answer to it is actually very, let's say, personal. But what I can share is that what fascinates me the most about neurology is that in neurological diseases, unlike other diseases, one starts losing parts of himself or herself.
Oh,
so
right.
Yeah, so neurological diseases actually, in a way, makes a person lose parts of himself and changes a person completely.
Because the personality changes, behavioral
changes,
things like permanent
everything.
brain damage or Alzheimer's disease.
Everything,
like that.
Exactly. And it's so sad, but at the same time, it opens this vast pool of opportunities to research more into it and learn more.
See how we can make it better.
Yeah, and so I've actually seen one of my family members go through that at a very early age. Yeah, at a very early age. I've witnessed a seizure, and I was like 7 years old, and I had to deal with it on my own because no one was there except for me.
Oh my God, it must be so hard for you.
I didn't really know what to do, but I had no idea what was going on, but I knew something was going on with the brain. So I just tried to cushion that member's head and just let the seizure just abort on its own. And after that, I was very curious to learn more about this. So I used to Google the name I heard or the things I found in the medical records.
Oh my God.
And for some reason, and I hate how people turn these different diseases into such topics to talk about.
Also, because you were a child, they must have been like, "Oh, she doesn't know. She won't get it."
Yeah,
she probably didn't tell you.
But especially epilepsy here in our community,
it's not talked about. Yeah, you're actually very right.
And there are so many misconceptions about it. It's actually crazy.
I feel like I've heard a few of the misconceptions, but I don't want to say them aloud because some of them are actually so bad.
Yeah,
and they're just, and like you hear them and you're like, how could you possibly think this about a disease? It's not. It's just your brain's wiring that is really just maybe sort of malfunctioning, but there's nothing actually wrong with a person with epilepsy.
Yeah, and the name itself in Arabic has such a stigma, you know.
What is the name in Arabic? I don't
It's
know.
صرع.
Oh, okay.
It's not used, and it's used as an insult if we say this person is masrur.
Oh my God.
It's used as actually an insult, and it's actually very, very sad because so back then I had to learn about it on my own. I had to do my own research, and I dedicated my first ever research in 6th grade to be about epilepsy, about that topic.
Oh, okay.
That was followed by awareness campaigns that I led in school.
Wow, mashallah.
To combat any misconceptions about epilepsy in our community.
Oh, okay.
And it was so sad to find out that people basically, a lot of people don't know much about epilepsy or how to deal with people who get seizures and so on. And it's also very amazing to see how this has been changing for the past couple of years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's really, wow, I don't think I've ever heard a reason like that. That's such a powerful reason to want to study neurology. Amazing. And how do you feel now that you're finally, starting your neurology residency? This is what you joined med school for.
Yeah. I'm so happy. I'm actually so happy.
Alhamdulillah, I'm glad.
Yeah, alhamdulillah. It's amazing news. Inshallah, I can't wait for you guys to go do what you want to do, what makes you happy, and graduate. It's going to be...
I feel like it's such a long journey, but, inshallah khair. I'm just thinking, I'm like, oh my God, I got to pass 4th year and 5th year.
Yeah, just enjoy the moment, live your life, and just be happy.
That's the one thing I'm taking away from this episode. I really need to enjoy it. Just enjoy the moment and just...
It passes by so fast, by the way.
It does. It feels like just the other day I was studying in a different major and now I'm in medicine and now I've just finished 3rd year and I'm going into 4th. And honestly, if you were to ask me how long I've spent, I would say it feels like a year or less than a year. That's honestly how it feels like in my head. But no, it actually has been so long and I've done this and this and this and this. And here I am. And I'm done with half of my, year, half of my degree, basically.
Yeah, yay.
I just have 4th and 5th year left and
Happy
then my
news.
internship. Yeah. It's kind of scary, but thank you for your wishes. So that's actually pretty exciting. Also, I've heard King Faisal is a really nice place for residency.
Amazing.
That's really exciting as well.
It's one of the best in the region. It's actually beautiful.
Is. I believe it is the #1 hospital in the Arab world as of right now.
That's amazing.
Quite an accomplishment, mashallah,
Thank
to
you.
get into King Faisal. And also, it must be such a nice environment for you since you've been there for 4th and 5th, and I think also 6th year. So you must be familiar with it to an extent. Are you happy to be working at KFSH?
I'm very happy. I'm very happy. The people there are amazing. My colleagues, the residents they're very supportive, very helpful. They're amazing people. They're super smart, mashallah. So yeah, I can't wait to join them.
I'm so happy for you, especially as someone who wants to do neurology themselves.
Thank you so much.
Trying to follow in your footsteps.
I wish you the best, wallah.
Thank you. All right, so before we end this, what's one message that you would want the audience to take away from this episode?
Okay, so I would say enjoy the moment and actually enjoy the moment, because in medicine, we tend to forget to just focus on ourselves, be relaxed, and at the same time, it sounds so cliche, but just be happy. Medicine just makes us so sad and so stressed out sometimes that we just...
So overwhelmed. You tend to lose yourself.
It overwhelms us. It drains us. So just stay happy, stay relaxed, focus on yourself, focus on your goals, and just go for it. ربي بيسهلها بالآخر.
You would also encourage us to find an outlet.
Yeah.
Something we enjoy, something like yoga for you.
And I'm so happy to see that a lot of people here at Al Faisal actually do have that. We have a lot of musicians.
True.
A lot of athletes, I can say.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people who love going to the gym. I know a lot of people in my batch as well who do enjoy yoga. And a lot of artists. Painters.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh my God. Yeah. So
do that. Find your passion. Be happy and just try to balance out,
Balance is so important. Yes, you're right. Yeah, I think, got it. All right. So that is all for today, everyone. Thank you so much, Hajar, for coming here. And thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy schedule to be here with us today.
I really appreciate this.
And I hope everyone enjoyed this episode. Thank you guys for listening and for tuning in. And yeah, Hajar, it's been a great pleasure meeting you.
Thank you.
Honestly, now you're like an idol for me because I'm trying to get into neurology myself. And I think I can speak for everyone here when I say, we wish you all the best in your residency.
Thank you so much. I wish
and
you
may
guys
Allah
the
grant
best
you
as well.
success. And we're all rooting for you.
Aw.
And yeah, we really appreciate you being here.
Thank you.
Right, so
Amazing.
assalamu alaikum everyone.